Gahon, coming to you live from Roxas City in the Philippines. I'm here at, this is the Bread Basket. Bread Basket is a franchise bakery, cafe, bakery type. I did order breakfast this morning. You know, Dazzle's still sleeping. I walked over here actually from our hotel. We're staying at the Haven Hotel. We're not staying here at the Victoria. This is like a nice hotel here. We're staying like at a budget hotel. Yo, Tim. Yo, Tim. My good friend in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. All right, Tim. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Tim. JP, hey, JP. Hello, JP. Hey, Bill Meyer. Prayers. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone is doing well on Christmas, right? Christmas Day in the United States. Yesterday, Dazzle and I, we spent our Christmas Day over at Mike and Kat's house. That Philippines Life is their YouTube channel. They invited us. Kat and Dazzle, they're really good friends. And also, Dazzle is one of Lara's favorite tita. Foggy for 2 days. Oh, wow, foggy, man. I have not experienced foggy weather. The last time I seen foggy weather was in Baguio City. We went to Dazzle and I went to Baguio City. Charles Gardner. Good morning, Dazzle. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm not JP. No worries, man. Hanging out. Hey, JP. The last few days with the family, man. You gotta enjoy the moments with family, man. To me, that's what life is all about: is family and good friends oh, my breakfast is here. Oh, my latte anyway. My cafe latte is here. Look at that. Look at that cafe latte. Look at that, man. Look at that. All right. Kim. All right. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you. Look at that latte. Cafe latte here at the Bread Basket. This is by the Victoria Hotel here. Let me get you a view of what I'm looking at this morning. Quiet and peaceful here. Just background music, soft jazz music here. Oh, wow, look at that. The FJ Cruiser over there. Man, I like that vehicle. That's very expensive, that Toyota FJ Cruiser. Man, I think that's like in the 3 million pesos here in the Philippines. I ordered pancakes this morning, so I'm gonna wait for my pancakes. But look at my latte this morning. This is amazing, man. And my breakfast, I know the pancakes are only like $3 for the pancakes. So I'll show you the pancakes when it arrives. But man, this latte is looking amazing latte here. And yeah, I've continued my story. We were at Mike and Kat's house. It was like Kat's family from Gimbal. It was most of the guests. They're all wearing red. They were really festive. And Kat was like hosting all the games. I mean, they were having games all day long. We got there about 2 p.m. and from 2 p.m. till nighttime, they were having games. Lots of games for the kids. Even Dazzle participated in some of the games. She's kind of sore this morning because some of the games was pretty like you have to jump up and down. You have to stretch. Kind of like some of the games that they were doing. So. She was like this morning, she was before I left the room, she's like, man, my legs are sore. My legs are sore. Me, I didn't participate in any of the games, man. I got to pace myself, man, because I know like the night before I stayed up late. And then last night I stayed up late again. I got the haircut, right? I got the haircut. I got high and tight haircut at the mall. We didn't leave the mall last night till past 9. That's way past my bedtime. But you know, uh, when I get back to when we get back to Numancia, I'll get back to my normal routine. Hopefully, I can get rest because I do not like overdoing things or not getting plenty of rest because that's how I get sick normally. Merry Christmas, everyone, from JP. Charlie Latz, my good friend in Boston, Merry Christmas, all. Aloha, Derek, my brother in Hawaii. Merry Christmas. So like the games, man, they were like so much fun to watch. I was like having fun watching all the games they were playing. And then towards the nighttime, they started, drinking games, of course. That was kind of fun. The adults, just for the adults, no kids drinking or anything like that. So the adults, the game was there was like 4 cups of Red Horse beer, and each cup was like it starts like at 50, then 100, and then 500 and 1,000. So if you finish the first cup, you get 50 pesos. You finish the second cup, it's 100 pesos. And then the third cup, I think 2 people made it to the 500, to like the 3 cups of Red Horse. And it was timed. It wasn't like you had time to drink it. Cat was like counting them down, like 10, 9. So you had to like chug it, man. Chugging Red Horse, man. That's like that's hardcore, man. That's hardcore drinking. Fortune, good AM, Fortune. I had a nice walk already over here, Fortune. The hotel we're staying, really budget hotel, nothing fancy about that. I didn't even film it. It's like so basic. But it's 1,100 pesos for the hotel, so $20. So I'm like, it's like, but it had the AC, like I said, basic hotel. But even the cafe at the hotel, I was gonna just eat there or drink coffee there. This morning they were still closed. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll walk over here because I knew about this bread basket here. We've stayed here before with Deanna at Victoria Hotel. They have a rooftop swimming pool here that Leanna enjoys going to that swimming pool. So I'm just gonna have my breakfast here, talk to you guys until my phone goes low bat. My phone doesn't maintain the battery doesn't hold power that long. Oh yeah, the Colas. We stayed here. Yeah, we stayed here the last time we were here at Lara. I think that was Lara's birthday party. We stayed here. At this hotel. He liked it. Yeah, it's nice, but it's more expensive, man. We're staying at 1,000 pesos. This hotel right here, I think it's like 3,000 pesos. So, just for one night, I figure, man, we'll just stay at a budget hotel. And continuing with the game, so that was so you could tell people were drinking once it got to the nighttime already. So the games were getting more fun. I think the games were the one game I really enjoyed watching. I guess they call it the longest line, and what Cat did was like 2 teams of 5 players on each team, and what you had to do was you had to create a line using articles or clothing, your shoes, your slippers, your belt, whatever you have. You like the longest line. And it was so funny because like there's this one gentleman. He got down to his like underwear. He's like just wearing. Everybody was just laughing so hard. That was just so much fun. It cracked me up because like and then. He all he had was on his underwear, and then he was stretching because after you put all your clothes, like the longest line, the next is the people. The people can stand in line too, and he was like stretching, almost like doing a split. It was like I was laughing so hard, man. I think everybody was laughing so hard. Fortune, good AM, Bill, JP, and Charlie. Dawn watching. You get a haircut. Put me to sleep. Yeah, man, I was falling asleep with that haircut, man. I remember I was sitting in that haircut, And when they do your massage, and here they massage your arms here, they massage your neck, they massage your shoulders and your head. Man, it felt good. I was like falling asleep, and they lean you back on the barber chair. They put like a like a headrest. So man, it's really comfortable, man. And it's been a long day. I drove to Roxas City and then the party and everything. So I was like, man, falling asleep on the chair there, man. Merry Christmas to those in the U.S. I know, right? Yeah, I know. Merry Christmas, Fortune from JP. Good AM, Derek. JP, when do you begin your journey? Oh man, I think in 2 days, 2 or 3 days for JP. I pick him up here in a few days in Boracay Airport. So I'm really excited for JP. I'm excited to. Hey Simon, CEO to Farmer. Simon, hello Simon. Good to see you. Good to see you on the live stream, Simon. Merry Christmas, Simon. I know you're probably still in England. Hope everything, take care of business. I know your mom, it's like, I know how important that is, man. It's like we only have one mom, so we got to take care of our mom. Chef Blonde, Merry Christmas. Peace and love. Peace and love. Oh, there's my breakfast. There's my breakfast, man. All right, Kuya. Kim, Leo. Oh, wow. Look at this. Man, this is like a gigantic pancake here, man. Check this pancake out, man. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that pancake right there. Warm pancake at the bread basket. All right, salamat, Kuya. And I got my syrup there. And this pancake here in a bread basket, it's about $3. That's all it is, man. It's like $3 for this pancake here. Wow, this is like amazing. Got butter even. It's got one of these butter packs here. Charlie Lass says, Merry Christmas, Fortune and JP. What's up, Jean-Claude Van Damme look-alike? Oh, wow, I look like John. Man, I've never heard that before, man. Usually people tell me I look like Gus Fring. Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. But, man, I'll take that, man. Man, that was like one of my action heroes, man. I love, you remember the, Van Damme movies where for no reason at all, he would do a split. It's like not even part of the movie or anything, but he would just do a split. It's like, I can't do a split, man. Good morning, Kuya Gino. J-Boy, hello, J-Boy. Seattle, hello, bro Gino. Merry Christmas from Seattle, Washington. Hey, JP's gonna be in Seattle soon. I know that's where he's gonna fly out. He's gonna fly out from Seattle to come to the Philippines, and he'll be in Calibo, man. He'll be in the Calibo just in time for New Year's, and then just in time for Ati-Atian. Ati-Atian Festival is January 11th to the 18th. Hi, Bobby. How are you? Are you American? Yes, I'm American. I was in Air Force, United States Air Force, military retired, 20 years active duty in the United States Air Force. I spent over 30 years in the U.S. I was born and raised here in the Philippines, moved to the U.S., lived there for 30 years, retired here in the Philippines 2011, going on 15 years now. I've been retired here in the Philippines, just enjoying life, enjoying the fourth quarter of my life. I'll be 60 here in 2026, so just enjoying life in the Philippines. Hi, Fortune. Merry Christmas po. Hey, Simon. Good to see you. J-Boy. Simon says hello. Good AM, Simon. Gino, nice latest video. Good you showed the places around. I know, man. You know me, man. I love walking, so, my daily walk when I was in Iloilo, loved it. I walked this morning in Roxas City. Anywhere I go, really, it's like I enjoy walking around, just sharing what I see on my morning walk. I know people are interested in that. It's a different vibe here, It's like people walk here. People walk out and about early in the morning here. Hello, Seattle, Washington. I'm flying out of SeaTac to Cebu on Saturday. All right, it's Saturday. So here it's Friday. I think it's Friday today. Okay, so not far, not many days left for JP in the United States. All right, um, I know Simon. He's still in England. Prayers to you, my friend. Prayers to you, Simon. J-Boy, good morning, CEO, Fortune GP, the rest of the Panay Posse. All right. Hi, bro. All right. I'm not going to say that because I don't do that. I don't say things on my live streams. I don't know what they mean sometimes. I don't want to, like, say something offensive. You know, I do not want to, like, make anybody mad or upset anyone. So it's midnight for you, Simon. Hi, Neil from the United Kingdom. All right, Neil. The UK. Many viewers. I have many viewers that are from the United Kingdom. Happy trip, JP. Oo, salamat. Hope to be back home, Isabella, before the new year. Okay. If you do, Simon, safe travel. Safe travel, Simon. Merry Christmas from Italy. Wow, Italy. Merry Christmas from Italy. Excited for you, JP Calibo. So close to tasting the balut. J-Boy, so close to tasting the balut. Man, this pancake is on point, man. It's moist. Not dense at all, man. It's freshly cooked pancakes here at the bread basket. Oh yeah, Fortune. I'm sure he's getting discount. Probably gets comp. Probably some free hotel stay. Perks, the perks if you're famous like Kulas. That's a fame. Oh, okay. I've never seen it. I've never seen that game before, Fortune. That was the first time I've seen the longest line. That was just hilarious. I was laughing so hard, man. Just chat. Simon's just chatting with the wife Cherry, whose home is Isabella. So, Mr. Gino. All right, I can't sleep yet. All right, man. I don't want to keep you up, though, man. I don't want to keep you up, Sam. But I know it's hard to sleep, right? Without Cherry, without your loved one. I know how that is, man. When you're like not sleeping in your own bed, your spouse is not with you. I know. I've had that feeling before, but Merry Christmas to Cherry. I am working from home now, but not much happening anyway. Maybe post party. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure everybody's like post Christmas party. Everybody's still. I'm sure today, it's like I know probably nobody's awake still. Everybody's like recovering from the party yesterday. James and Karen, they were at the party. Also, the colonel came to the party. Just a great time, man. Always fun for me, man, when I'm hanging out with good friends. It's like-minded people, and they're just good people. It's like I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I have good friends, good family. It's like I can't ask for anything more. Maybe your internal, yeah, the internal clock too, the time difference, I'm sure that's throwing Simon. Sana all, my friend Fortune. Maraming salamat po. Hope and the family are enjoying Christmas. Hi from Indonesia. All right, Indonesia. It's my birthday. All right. Happy birthday there, Marion Bird. Kuya, did Dazzle win any of the games? She wasn't really, especially when she was playing the games. I know Dazzle, she was playing with the kids. She don't get really competitive for the kids. She just wants to have fun with the kids. I know she even told me she got one game. She got into like the final two, and she let the kid win. So I'm happy. She was just happy that she got to hang out with Kat, because Kat and Dazzle, when they get together, they get chatty, they catch up, because we don't see them often enough. Of course, they're busy. Mike's pretty popular on YouTube. They travel, so when we do get to hang out with them, it's like it's always nice to catch up. Ooh, did you hear that? That's like a loud bang. That's like the fireworks, man. I was like, woo, you know. You're gonna hear that off and on now until New Year's. The loud explosions, loud explosions. But they're random. They're not like explosions everywhere. It's just like random. You know, walking in the street doing something, boom. You hear like a loud explosion. That was pretty big, man. That was a pretty big explosion here. We did yesterday. We were in my brother-in-law, Chi's younger brother. I said, "Oh yeah, I saw it." Man, thank you for sharing the pictures, Fortune. It's always great to be with family and good friends. Like I said, man, I can't beat that. To me, I'm happy when Marion Bird said hi. All right, it's my birthday. All right. Kumusta, Lowell? All right, Lowell. Thank you again. Thank you again for joining the live stream. Hope you enjoyed the barber. I know Lowell here is a 25-year barber in the United States in Klamath Falls in Oregon. So he was like, when he said that, man, let me show Lowell how the Filipinos do the barber, the haircut here. The best part of the haircut here in the Philippines, Lowell, to me is the massage afterward. Then, you know, they massage your head, they massage your neck, your like everything, man. Your shoulders, even your arms. They'll massage your arms, and that's included. That's included in the haircut. That's not extra price. The haircut at the mall was 300 pesos. So that's about $5.50 because it's the mall. Usually I can get a haircut outside the mall for like 100 pesos, less than $2. But you know, at the mall, you're paying for the mall, the AC, you know, cleaner environment, quiet, you know, what you're paying for at the mall. Marianne, it's my birthday again. Thank you for your service. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Happy to have served the United States Air Force. I'll always be a patriot. I'll always be a patriot. Nothing but good things to say about America, greatest country in the world. Good morning. Hey, Kuya. There's Belus, my good friend in Leyte, my good friend. The farmer in Leyte. Morning, Fortune. Oh, J-Boy from Simon. Came here the 20th, fly back on the 29th. Oh, wow. You're borrowing one of Pirelli's private jets to get home. Wow, that's amazing. You know, Simon here used to be the CEO of Pirelli Tires, man. I love how when companies like that take care of their own, man. That's amazing, amazing. Captain Ron, hey Captain Ron, do you know what years did you work at Taco Bell? I worked in Taco Bell. I was like 15, 16 years old. So I was there 82, 83 is when I worked at Taco Bell in Long Beach, California. Sorry, G, I missed it. Why are you in Raw? Oh, I'm Michael from Michael and Kat from That Philippines Life. They invited Dazzle and I for their Christmas party at their house on Bye Bye Beach. So we were there yesterday on Christmas Day, and I didn't want to drive back. You know, it's about 2 hours for me to drive from Calibo to Roa City. And, you know, I know Dazzle's going to be participating in the games. You know, it's a party. So we wanted to take our time, stayed there till like the nighttime. So we decided to stay overnight here in Ross. But we're headed back. After this breakfast. When Dazzle gets up, we'll check out our hotel and head back to Numancia. Wow, CEO, that's nice of Pirelli. Still look out for past employees. I know, right? I know, J Boy. My car is due for tire change. I'll make sure to get Pirelli. Make sure Pirelli. Speaking of tire, man, I got another flat. On my right at Michael's house. I got a flat. It's always I replaced the 4 tires in my car like the beginning part of 2025. So they're brand new tires. But I've had so much problems with the tires. It's not the tire itself, it's the pin, like the stem. I've replaced pretty much 3 of the tires stem. So I think this is the last one. So now I have to replace the stem on the tire again. I have the temporary on it right now, the temporary tire. I'm gonna look around maybe before we leave Rojas if I can get the other tire fixed. But if not, I think I can make it to Numancia. My spare tire is a full tire. It's not a donut. So I think I should be okay to drive that. I'll just drive slow for 2 hours to get back home. Colonel, I know. We were talking. I was talking to the colonel about the turkey. He said he injected the turkey with Maggie sauce on the turkey. Added a little flavor to the turkey. Are you Pinoy? Yes, I'm Pinoy. Marunong ako mag-Tagalog. I speak Tagalog, but most of our audience is from America and abroad. Like I think 80%, I think 70 or 80% are abroad because I'm retired military here in the Philippines. That's why I speak mostly in English because most people that watch are English speaking. But I know how to speak Tagalog. Born and raised in Manila. I didn't go to America till I was 12 years old. And then came back to the Philippines when I was 45. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, bro. All right. From Brazil. Wow. Thank you. Thank you from Brazil. Americans are weird. Why is that? Well, I don't think it's just Americans. I mean, any people in the world, there's some people that you will look at maybe just from your eyes that they're weird. We're all different. People around the world are different. To me, it's not weird. It's just the different culture. You got to respect the different cultures. We don't all grew up the same way. It's like you can't expect everybody to be the same when we have all different backgrounds, come from all over the world where we came from. Yeah, J-Boy, I will be using one of their private jets. One of the nice perks I have being ex-CEO of Pirelli F1 tires. Amazing. Oh, I know. I can tell they're an amazing company. They're letting you use their jet, man. That's awesome. Good morning, guys. I guess you're really not the frugal Gino. 300 for a haircut. I get mine for 6. Well, I was at the mall, Dazzle was shopping at the malls, and I know that's going to take at least an hour for Dazzle to get the mall. So the barber shop was right there. Hey, sometimes you got to splurge, man. Sometimes you got to splurge. It can't be all about being frugal, right? There's days when Dazzle and I, when we were in Boracay, we usually try to stay in a budget hotel. But we've stayed at the Henan before. We've stayed at the Henan. Here, we've stayed at this hotel here, Victoria Hotel here. It can't be all about being frugal. Sometimes you have to splurge also. For special occasions, why not? Why not? Are you Pinoy? Yes, I am Pinoy. I'm Filipino. I'm an American citizen and also I'm a Filipino citizen. Dual citizenship. Fortune, good AM, Lowell and Belu's. All right, do you like balut? No, I don't like balut. I'm not a fan of balut. I don't think I'll ever eat balut again. I tasted balut, that yellow part of the balut, but not a fan of balut. Always nice to have this live early morning with all our friends converging here. I know, right? That's why I do it, man. That's why I do it, Fortune, because I know we got the regulars, and I appreciate the regular live stream participants. Appreciate that everybody knows everybody greets everybody. We're kind of like a nice community here. A little bit of friendship going on, even though a lot of us haven't seen each other in person. But, good to have good banter, good communication among friends. Happy birthday, Adilia. CEO, are you Pirelli tires made Italy? I try not to buy Chinese-made goods. I can't blame you, J-Boy. I'm the same way, man. I'm trying not to buy Chinese-made goods either. I'll be in the Philippines soon. Flying from Seattle Airport. Ooh, like JP, Manila Airport, then Iloilo Airport. Retired military, retiring again from civil service. All right, congratulations. And congratulations on the second retirement. Wow, amazing, man. You are blessed. You are blessed, my friend, being able to retire from two jobs, man. That's an major, major accomplishment. Nice Super Rally tires for you. Yep, I mean, that's amazing that a company will do that for you. Belus, Morning Master Fortune, JP, CEO, Captain, and all. Gino, I think you fell asleep. Relax. I know, man. It's not, man. I'm like leaning back, but on the headrest, they're massaging your head. Man, I was like, man, I was ready to take a snooze there, man. Every time Kuya rubbed my forehead, that's when I was kind of like, oh man, I do not, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind if I fell asleep. He'll just wake me up. Good AM, Ted and LV. Good AM, Fortune. Maybe Gino's haircut includes tip for Christmas. No, actually, the 300 was the price. Was the price for the haircut, and I was feeling generous, because it's Christmas Day. Kuya, he's been cutting hair, man. He's been cutting hair from like 10 a.m. and it's almost like 8:30 when I got my haircut. He said he barely had any breaks during the day because they were so busy. So many people went to a Jim's barbershop. So I was feeling generous, man. I paid the 300 with a 500. I said, give it to Kuya. Give the change to Kuya. So I give them a healthy tip. That's the highest tip I've ever tipped a barber here. But hey, Christmas Day, why not, man? I felt that generous on Christmas Day. My haircut in Bacoor is 100. That's usually my haircut. My haircut is usually 100 peso and I get a 50 peso tip. But like I said, man, it's Christmas Day. Kuya's been working hard all day on his feet. Hey, why not, man? I always go, for me, when I go to the barber shop, it doesn't really matter who cuts my hair. I try to get Jason. Jason is my barber in Calibo, but sometimes he's not there. Man, I'm not picky with my haircut. As long as you can give me this fade, the high and tight, I'm good, man. The top, just trim the top, whatever, I'm good. I don't use gel. I don't comb my hair. It's like I'm military. I'm like military guys. We like to make it simple. When we're deployed in the military, hair is the last thing you got to worry about when you're deployed in the military. The tire valve, Kuya, the stem. I know, Simon. On the 4 tires that I got, it's the stem, the valve. That thing is the one that keeps leaking. So now I think I've replaced all 4 of them now. After I repair this one valve, that will be all 4 that I've replaced. But the tread on the tire is good. No punctures on the tire. So it's always that stem, man. It's always that valve. Hey, Balloos. Merry Christmas, my friend. I had a problem in Singao. Yeah, it's called Singao. Yeah, that's what it's called, Fortune. I've had a problem all 3 tires. I had to replace the valve. I think this is the last tire that I'm gonna have to replace the valve. The good thing, it doesn't cost much to replace the valve. I think I paid like 150 pesos to replace the valve. Merry Christmas, Dazzle TV. All right, Merry Christmas. Iran, maybe Iran. Maybe you meet Iran. Merry Christmas, Iran. J-Boy Pirelli has manufactured plants all over the world. Thankfully, no China. All right. I like that. I like hearing that, Simon. Thank goodness, no Chinese production. I'm back. All right, I'm back. Exodus. J-Boy, haircut in the Philippines is the best. One of the things I look forward to every time I come home. Haircut here in Sydney. $50. Wow, $50. Man, I can't pay that, man. That's too much money. If the haircut was $50, I would cut my own hair, man. I had electric clippers before in the military. We used to just cut our own hair, man. Or cut each other's hair in the military, man. $50, man. That's a lot of money. So, hey, Merry Christmas, Daniel, my brother in Jacksonville, Florida. Merry Christmas. I moved some of the manufacturing back to regional countries, truck tires from China around 5 years ago. I wasn't happy with the quality. Oh, that's good, man. Less products we make in China, the better, man. It's like they're just like they're not good people, man. The businesses in China, they're all about the money, man. Hello, Sergeant USA, Gino, and Fortune. Hey, Edgar, Merry Christmas, Edgar. Edgar was commenting last night on my haircut. He was saying that you're getting a haircut again. It's like less than 2 weeks since the last time like I said, I like my high and tight, man. I gotta get a haircut every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks I get my haircut. What do you know about Iran? I know a little bit, but I've never been to Iran. I was military, so a lot of countries when I was in the military were not even allowed to go to. And I'm sure Iran is one of those countries when I was active duty military. Where are you right now? I think I live near you. Oh, wow. I'm in Roxas City. I was on Bye Bye Beach yesterday. We attended a party at Michael and Kat's house. Hey, James and Karen's Adventure. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, James. He was at the party too, and with Karen and the Colonel. We had a great time yesterday. It was just fun hanging out with good friends, good conversation. We're laughing all afternoon, cracking up jokes. It was just a good time, really good time. Always good to see James and Karen, now the Colonel, and then Michael and Kat. Edgar, be listening as I drive to Libac. Oh, you're driving to Libacao. All right. Man, that's all right. I have to go pick up a mountain. You got to pick up a mountain, girl. Hey, that's all right, man. That's all right. Happy for you, Edgar. Happy for you, Edgar. Edgar, you got to do what you got to do, brother. If you got to pick up a mountain girl, you got to pick up a mountain girl. Seeing you before from England. I've never been to England. So it's probably a lookalike, probably like a person that looks like me that you saw. Edgar, is that a mountain girl for JP? I don't think so. Captain Ron, because Edgar, I know will be giving JP a hard time when JP gets here. Just for fun. Edgar's like what is that? Like in a fraternity, the plebe, and the one initiation to the Panay Posse, man. Hello, Mister. Who are you? I'm Gino. Dazzle TV is our YouTube channel. My wife and I, we live in Numancia, Aklan, in Western Visayas in the Philippines. I'm Mr. Max Leo. LOL. All right, Mr. Max Leo. All right. Splurging is a needed treat, not a life. Splurging. Says it is, right? You can't be frugal all the time. I know I'm frugal, but so once in a while you gotta splurge too. I can't take the money with me. Not that I have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. I can't. But sometimes, I like, especially when it's Dazzle, Leanne, and Mom. I like to treat them. And I like the look on their faces because they go, "What? We're going there, or we're eating there?" It's like I like it when I surprise them because they know I'm pretty frugal. I'm kuripot. Kuripot is the word here in the Philippines. But sometimes I splurge and I let the ladies have a once in a lifetime experiences. Guys, I generally advise not to use Chinese product tires. It's worth paying a bit. I do too. I believe that, Simon, because on our Toyota, all the parts that I put on Toyota, I get at the dealership. I never put any parts on the Toyota. All my service, everything. genuine Toyota parts are put in our car. I would not put any of the Chinese, even though they're cheap here, I would never put any Chinese products on my vehicle. It's worth paying them. Safety, especially, right? Safety, man. Ultimately, we have four pieces of rubber to keep us safe on the road. Yeah, and that's the main reason I replaced all four tires at the beginning of 2025. You know, there was still a lot of tread left in it, but I've had the car for 6 years, and that's over, I think, the limit for, it's like, so that's why I replaced all the tires. But I guess the valve or the stem is the problem. The LOL, there. My wife give me my haircut. Hey, Dazzle is giving me a lot of haircut because during the pandemic, we bought electric clippers, and Dazzle was like cutting my hair during the pandemic. She got a lot of experience cutting my hair during the pandemic. Good AM, Daniel and Edgar. Happy Friday, bro. Hey, Michael C., my good friend Interese Martirez. Hello, Michael C. High and tight, man. High and tight, man. Look at my high and tight, man. Good AM, Michael C. Daniel, hello, Fort, JP, Edgar, JNK, and Belus. Good morning, Fortune, Edgar, and everyone. Happy Friday. I'm glad you said the date, Michael, because I wasn't sure what day it is today. I was thinking Friday or Saturday. In the back of my mind, I was thinking Friday or Saturday today. Ooh, big bike. Dude had a big bike there. That must be like a 300cc bike, at least. Man, that's a big bike. Make a lot of noise, a lot of noise. My football heroes. Love the picture of you and Dazzle with Mike and Kat. Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you. They're really good friends of ours. I mean, we're grateful. Great people, both of them. I mean, amazing couple. Mr. Gino, I may do a short video. Oh, you should, man. You should. Tire safety and differences. I'll be watching that. I want to learn more about the tire safety for sure. You will be shocked at some of the tests we did on Chinese tires versus others. Buying false. I believe it, man. You know, it's like, here in the Philippines, as you know, Simon, so many fake stuff that from China. I mean, they even fake rice. I mean, who in their right mind would fake rice or fake medicine? Man, you gotta be some kind of evil to like fake medicine, man. That's just horrible. Still planning where to retire. Manila, Cebu, Iloilo, or Boracay Island. Hey, if I was in your spot, man, the two choices, number one would be Boracay, number two would be Iloilo City. Manila, Cebu, unless in Cebu, if you're outside of Cebu City, maybe in Boal, some places like that. But I wouldn't consider Manila or Cebu if it's a city because too congested. Iloilo City, best city in the Philippines by far. You know, I've traveled here. If you want that more Western style lifestyle, but to me, man, Boracay, man, that's paradise. That's my happy place on earth. You can't go wrong retiring in Boracay Island, in my opinion. It's important I'm near the airport, Triker certified hospital, away from. Yeah, I mean, the important things you mentioned. Iloilo City covers that. We're not typhoon prone in Panay Island. In Western Visayas, we avoid most of the typhoons here in the Philippines. Tricare certified hospital, that's missing right now in Boracay. We don't have a Tricare certified hospital in Boracay, but they are building Asia Pacific there. In Asia Pacific, in Calibo is Tricare certified. So once they built that in Boracay, it's all over, man. Everybody's gonna be in Boracay Island. The t-shirt, I get the most comments, positive on the statement. Not made in China. I run right, not made in China. Yeah, Simon from J Boyd, that video would be awesome. They say everyone has a twin somewhere. I think so, like a doppelganger. I believe that, man, because I have seen on Facebook sometimes, and even Dazzle, it will show me a picture. Hey, babe, this guy looks like you, and I'm looking at the guy. Yeah, it does look like me. Sige po. Call me Simon, my friend. I use Chat GPT these days before buying anything to check. Oh, okay. I gotta start using more of that AI, that Chat GPT, man. I don't use, man. I still use Google, man. I'm so behind in the. Wonder if the mountain girl, like the short bus girl. No, the mountain girl, man. She got it going on, Daniel. I like the mountain girl that Edgar is with. I give her a thumbs up. You know, it's like we got to hang out with her when we were in Iloilo City. I mean, Edgar found a good girl, found a nice woman. Ted and Bohol, I moved a lot of production for semiconductor industry for Shanghai, but it has since moved back, poor quality and couldn't meet lead times. Oh, okay, all right. No, kuya, no need to change your tires if there's plenty of thread. I know. There was, I was just like, I read the manuals and reading online. We bought the car in 2018, November 2018. So when we replaced the tires, all four tires in 2025, I figure that's about 6 years on the tire. So I went ahead and replaced it anyway. But I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully I get many years on the tires that I bought this year. The valves just needed. Yeah, I think they just gave me some bad valves. Hola, hola. All right. But if the Subic Bay opens up again soon, I'll retire Clark City, near the province around Subic. Subic, that will never be an American base again that we remember. I was stationed at Clark also back in the 80s. It will never be an American military base again, but it will be used by American military. Both Clark and both Subic are being used now by American military, but I don't see ever for it to become a military base. There's like constitutional laws now in the Philippines that doesn't allow like a permanent military base here. All the bases that the Americans use here in the Philippines, it's they can use it, but they can't own it. It's not like the way it was before. But there's like 8 bases here, 8 Filipino bases, maybe even more, secret, secret bases. But 8 bases that are listed that the Americans are using here in the Philippines. They're putting money into it. They're putting money into it, repairing like flight lines, building dormitories. Because when American soldiers, when they come to the Philippines, they got to take care of them. Especially we got multi-million-dollar jet planes and cargo planes. They make sure that the flight line is within American standards here. Where am I from, David? I'm from Numancia, Aklan in Western Visayas in the Philippines. But right now we're in Roxas City. Just for the day, after we check out, we'll be back at home in Numancia, Aklan. Bohol, I feel ya, buddy. All right. Yep, see, you wasted 2 years of training. Wow, 2 years of training. Kuya, if you use Google, the first result it gives you is AI generated from their Gemini. So if you are using Google, you're using. Oh, okay, I figured that. But when I say AI, it's like I'm thinking of like Chat GPT, the higher end. I see all the other vloggers, even on Facebook, all their fancy. What fancy was that? The page, to go into their. I'm just not. I just haven't had the time. Dazzle actually makes all the thumbnails on here. I don't even do the thumbnails. Dazzle's the one doing all our thumbnails. Derek, every so often they have Mac flight from Clark. Wow. That's amazing. I have not seen them advertise that from Clark, like a Mac flight leaving from. They got enough retired military in Angeles City and Subic, man. It's like Angeles City's just got a ton of U.S. military personnel retired there. Said hi, Hannah. All right, Hannah. Hello, hello. Let me just show you guys it rained last night. It rained last night here in Roa City. It got some clouds. I'm not sure if it's gonna rain here today on the way home. We'll probably catch some rain somewhere on the way home. But this is the area right close to a Robinson Mall. There's the Philippine National Police area here. This is the Victoria Hotel. Good area to stay here in Rojas City. We normally stay on Bye Bye Beach when we come here, because, I like the beach. I like waking up in the morning, walking the beach, but because it was a last minute reservation, a lot of the hotels were already booked on Bye Bye Beach, which is okay because we like this area too, because walking distance to Robinson's Mall. So we might even stop at Robinson's Mall before we head home today. Maybe go do a little bit of shopping, grocery shoppings, because there are items here at the Robinson's Grocery that we don't have in the groceries in Calibo. I noticed there's this one jar of it's a glass jar of spaghetti sauce. I forgot who makes it, but it's like spaghetti bolognese sauce, and I can only get it here. It's imported. I'm not sure if it's from England or Canada. I'm not, but it's a brand. It's a brand of spaghetti sauce, spaghetti bolognese, and that's like my favorite out of all the ready-made sauces. And I can only get it here at the Robinson's Mall. So might have to stop there, get a couple of bottles of that spaghetti sauce. So I love spaghetti. People that know me, when I eat at restaurants, when they invite me to eat at restaurants or we go out to restaurants, I'm always ordering spaghetti. I'm big on spaghetti. If you're retired military, take a MAC flight to Guam and fly commercial PAL to the Philippines. That would do it, man. I have not flown on the MAC, on the military planes in so long, since I retired, really. I retired in 2004. But before that, I rode military MAC flights, free. They're free flights. You pay at the time, you pay like $10 for the flight. You go on a lot of the cargo planes. Back then, for me, it was C-131, C-141, C-5, and sometimes the C9. C9 Nightingale was like the military, the Air Force military hospital plane. It's a plane, the hospital for the military. I've ridden those. I went during my career in the United States Air Force. But that's a good tip. Derek, hop from, I've hopped before from California all the way to Guam. I've hopped all the way to Kadena in Japan, to Yokota in Japan from Southern Travis Air Force Base in Southern California, Northern California, I mean. So there's many opportunities to fly on the military flight. If you have a military ID, you would have to be military retired, dependent of military retired, active duty, of course, dependents. You have to have a military ID in order to get that privilege. Take advantage of the free military flights. It's $10, but the $10 is for the box meal. They actually give you like a box meal on the flight. But it's been a while. Like I said, it's been going on 22 years now that I've not ridden a military airplane. So I don't know if they still do that. All right, I got to the bottom. I really don't have a topic. Usually I have a topic, but I woke up a little later today because we didn't get out of the mall last night till about 9:30. Got to the hotel room about 10. And then this morning, I didn't get up till like 6:30. 2 days in a row now that I've waking up late for me because usually I'm awake by 4:30 in the morning. So I didn't have time to. Usually I'll try to think of a topic. I'll try to think of a topic. I get a lot of ideas on the topic on the live stream just by looking at different expat groups. I get a feel of what like expats want to know. What they talk about. Try to like explain to people. But one thing about the when I get every time I get a flat tire here, this is how the Filipinos, man, they're just awesome here. I do not have like in the U.S. When you get a flat tire, usually you have with your insurance, AAA in the U.S. right? I have never needed AAA here, man. And I've never really replaced the tire myself. And James and I was talking about this yesterday. Anytime you get a flat here or anything like that, like in my car, I'm on the side of the road. People just help you here, and it's not one or two people that will help you here. A lot of people will come out and help you. All I always have to do is like I show them my spare tire, my jack, and all that, and they take care of it for me. Of course, I always give them a tip. I'm always like because they're doing me a favor. It's like it's not fun replacing a tire. I'm not as strong anymore. It's like I don't have like a lot of the physical strength anymore because I went through cancer treatments. One of the side effects, I can't, I have a hard time building muscle mass now. Even if I work out all the time, I do push-ups, I go to the gym, I just can't build muscle mass. People tell me I tried it, take some protein, creatine. That didn't help me just because it hurt my kidneys. I can't. Oh man, that's a long jeepney right there, man. I gotta show you this jeepney, man. Look at the size of that jeepney, man. 2, 4, 6, 8. Man, there's like 12 people on each side. So that's 24 people in that jeepney. Wow, that's like I've never seen a jeepney that long. And it's got loud music. The tricycles here, hopefully Kuya here, I can show you the tricycles here. Pretty unique too, the tricycles here in Roxas City. Low rider, they're like low to the ground on the tricycles here. And then usually the tricycles here in Roxas, they will, oh, there's that jeepney again. Like the tricycles here, there's usually 2 people standing outside. There's like a deck on the back where you can stand up. You can even sit outside of the cab of the tricycle here. On the third wheel of the tricycle, there's actually a seat. Ray, my good friend, my brother in Sacramento, California. Hey Ray, I even did a shout out on you on my video because every time I'm on Bye Bye Beach, Ray, I'm always thinking of you, my brother, because I showed them, hey, there's Olotoyan Island. That's my brother in Sacramento, California's island here in the Philippines. The birthplace. That's the place where Ray in Sacramento. That's where he grew up here. Travis has a lot of flights all over. I know, man. I've gone to Travis Air Force Base many times during my military career and caught military hops. And Guam was like one of my favorite places to catch hops also. My buddy got on a flight from Travis to Germany, non-stop on a C5. Oh, I remember the C5, man. The C5, when you ride a C5 is a gigantic cargo plane in the military. What is very memorable about the C5 is when you ride it as a passenger, you're facing backwards. I've never ridden a plane where, all planes that I've ridden, you're front. The pilot is the front. On the C5, you're like backwards. The pilot is that way. You're facing the tail of the airplane. It's weird, like the feeling when you're taking off and landing, even because you're not facing. I'm like, it's almost like driving on the left side, on the steering wheel in Japan. That kind of feeling. That kind of feeling when you're riding a military C5, the C5 plane. Lowell, I was up real early when I saw you at the mall and never got to sleep anymore. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lowell. I've been watching Nativity and oh, okay. Well, you're at least enjoying some movies. I didn't mean to like keep you up. I didn't mean to keep you up, Lowell. Have you been to CDO? No, what it's like for me and also for Dazzle, there's always that stigma here in the Philippines regarding Mindanao. We actually that was a topic of conversation yesterday when we were talking, we were hanging out. There's just that stigma when it comes to Mindanao. It's like Canada just made an announcement, warning Canadian citizens to go to Mindanao. And I know CDO, I know Davao, I know all those places are safe, but there's always been a U.S. travel warning to that area, Mindanao. So I'm not gonna push it. Plus, I'm prior military. I kind of like listen to like travel warnings. My last job in the military, I used to teach force protection for 4 years when I was in Japan. So I just understand that, everything might look safe, everything, but unfortunately, Mindanao, you'll always have the threat there. It's controlled, Muslims. There's a lot of Muslims. Nothing wrong with Muslims, it's like, but the thing is, there's radical Muslims, I don't know the extent now, we haven't heard much from the Abu Sayyaf, that's like the radical Muslim group in Mindanao. I haven't really heard much from them lately, but I wouldn't call them not gone already, right? I'm sure they are still around somewhere in Mindanao. I heard a senior living home community just opened up. Medicare, TRICARE for life. Medicare is not accepted in the Philippines. I don't know where you heard that, but that is, Medicare is not accepted here in the Philippines. There's a Medicare portability law that they're trying to push in Congress, but right now, no Medicare at all in the Philippines. TRICARE, yes. I use TRICARE in the Philippines. You're good with TRICARE here in the Philippines. There are other medical insurance here. Specifically, I know in Iloilo City, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. I've guaranteed, I've talked to the person, they have a representative for Blue Cross Blue Shield, but very limited still of American insurance companies that will insure you in the Philippines. Can you imagine the evolution? Jeepney start with U.S. Jeeps. I know, right? The Jeep in the World War II Jeeps, and how many seater. Then Pinoy ingenuity slowly. I know, man. It's like that was a long jeepney, man. There's like 24 people in that jeepney, on the back of that jeepney, man, and it gets stuck at a bit. And that's not a bad place to get stuck. Like, I've been stuck before in Guam on a military hub, waiting on a military hub. But that's an awesome place to get stuck. You get to enjoy Guam while you're waiting for your next flight on the military hub. Same thing at Travis. You're in California. I always had friends. I always had friends that were stationed at Travis, March Air Force Base when March used to be open, Yokota. I've always had friends there. So when I do the hops, usually I'll couch surf. A friend's house. Hey man, I'm catching a hop. Can I crash in your couch? And military people, we take care of each other in the military. Race Olotangan Island has a nice beach, Ala Boracay. I haven't been to that island, but I did watch like a snorkeling video of of Ray's Island. Good snorkeling in the area. Good morning, everyone. Hey, there's the Colonel. Hey, Colonel. And man, Colonel, the Colonel and I, we got treated by Mike and yesterday. Mike, or he had a setup from, I think it's from the San Antonio Resort. Because Mike, that he does a lot of business here in Ross City. They brought in like beef roast, like a big beef roast. They would slice the beef roast, three different sauces. They're like pepper sauce. There's like wine sauce, and another sauce, mushroom sauce, vegetables, and then mashed potatoes. Lots of mashed potatoes, kind of nice design, like a shell design on top. So we got treated like Colonel and I. We were taking advantage of the beef. I don't get to eat a lot of good beef here in the Philippines. So I was like, man. And Michael, he kept saying, "Oh, we got plenty of beef." He kept like getting us plates, bringing us to the Kubo. We were eating by the Kubo by the beach at Michael's house. So he kept bringing us like plates of that sliced beef, man. uh, I think the Colonel and I, we're just looking at each other like, we're like, okay, I'll have some more beef. I'll have some more beef. Good AM, Colonel. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Lenora. Derek, if you get bumped on a flight, you can camp out the terminal. Like, I know, right? The USO, I remember. A USO are great. A USO is like a volunteer program, or it's usually USOs at a lot of airports, especially if it's like near a military base, or at the military bases itself. If it's a big terminal, they have a USO. I mean, they take care of us in the military anyway. It's like John Vasquez, High Fortune, Sir Dear, that's TV. Yeah, all right, John. I took a military medical flight from Georgia to Walter Reed with mostly Air Force. Yeah, I've been on those flights, and I worked the Aerovac. I worked the medical Aerovac before. Like I said, I might be like a medical person behind the desk, a computer, but I've had quite an adventure in the military. One was like I was aero medical technician, the administrative person, because somebody's got to handle the paperwork. Somebody medical records, the records of the. I mean, there's somebody that's always got to order medical supplies. So I've had a job before where I rode on a military medical plane. Good AM, John V. Colonel. Hey, Michael Manalastas, my good friend, my brother in Northern California. Good morning, Brother Gino. Ray, High Fortune, you're right. There is one part of the island called Puting Balas, that has white sand. My nephew owns two Oh, nice, and Seattle. When I was a military Sea Lift Command, or MSC, our ship went to Diego Garcia Island when they closed Subic Bay. Most of the Subic Bay personnel worker was sent here. All right. I remember during Desert Storm and Desert Shield, I was stationed at Clark right before all that happened, and I know we would like support people they were coming from Diego Garcia. They would land. They would come to land at Clark Air Base. We had a special records department. I work in records at the hospital, 13th Air Force Medical Center, and we have guys that were temporary duty, whatever, from Diego Garcia. I remember, so I'm familiar. Never went to Diego Garcia, but I know a lot of military action. A lot of military action happens at Diego Garcia. That beef was awesome. I know, right? James, me and the Colonel, they're like, Michael kept bringing out the beef. the beef, and I was like, well, I think I'll have a few. You know, I think I'll have a few more pieces. I couldn't get enough with that beef, man. Like really tender beef. All you can eat. I know, all you can eat, man. And they had Filipino food, and most of the Filipinos that were the party, they were eating a lot of the Filipino food. But man, I was focused on the beef because I don't get to eat a lot of beef, especially good quality beef like that. Nice, Ray. I think I saw a photo of that in a blog. Oh, all right, all right. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish my breakfast here. Really good pancakes here at the bread basket. I'm gonna end the live stream right here. Again, Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time on this live stream. Which USO facilities was your favorite, Bro Gino? For me, it's the USO in Japan. I think I've been to that one in Japan because I lived in Japan for 4 years. I was at Misawa Air Base. USO in Seattle Airport. It's being a hotel with great meals and awesome volunteers. I think I've been to the USO in Los Angeles at one time, and that was a pretty good USO at LAX. At LAX, they have a USO there, if I remember. I go through 2 kilo of beer a week. A beef, 2 kilo of beef a week. God bless. Wow, that's a lot. We don't get good beef, man, in Calibo, man. You have to pay for like Australian beef, and they cost money. Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Michael knew where. He does. Michael knew where to get the beef. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas all! Paalam kapatid! Salamat kapatid! Salamat my brother! Merry Christmas! Take care everyone! Everyone take care! Everyone stay blessed! Appreciate you! Take care!